January 29th, 2026, Microsoft reports the best quarter in its 50-year history. Revenue up 17%. Earnings beat every estimate on Wall Street. Cloud growing at 40%. And the next morning, the stock loses $357 billion in one single trading session. That is exactly the question. And the answer tells you everything about how markets actually work and why we decided that this is the moment to study Microsoft. Because right now, with the stock down 31% from its all-time high, we believe this could be one of the most interesting opportunities we have looked at so far. And at the end of this episode, you will make a decision.
Me?
You? By yourself. Let me show you everything, then you decide. Let me show you exactly how Microsoft makes money. Most people think Microsoft is just Windows and Office. That was true 20 years ago. Today, Microsoft has 3 completely different businesses running simultaneously. Business number 1, Intelligent Cloud. This is Azure, the cloud computing platform. When Amazon, Netflix, or any company needs to store data and run applications, they rent Microsoft's servers. Azure grew 40% last quarter. This is the fastest growing and most important part of Microsoft today.
Like renting storage space?
Exactly. But not just storage. Imagine renting a supercomputer by the hour. You pay only for what you use. Microsoft owns thousands of buildings full of servers around the world. Every second, companies are paying to use them. Business number 2, productivity. This is Office 365, Word, Excel, Teams, LinkedIn, Outlook. Your school probably uses Teams. Companies pay $15 to $45 per employee per month. Every month, forever. Business number 3, personal computing. Windows, Xbox, Surface laptops, and search advertising through Bing. This is the oldest business, still generating $14 billion per quarter. Now let me explain the 3 reasons why the market punished Microsoft despite excellent results. Reason 1. Azure missed by 0.4%. The official analyst consensus was Azure growth of 39.4%. Microsoft delivered 39%. The difference is 0.4 percentage points. In the real world, that is nothing. But in the stock market, when millions of institutional investors have all priced in 39.4%, getting 39% triggers automatic selling, the stock fell before any human even read the report.
So computers sold the stock automatically?
Exactly. Algorithmic trading. The second reason? Capital expenditure. Microsoft spent $37.5 billion in one quarter on building data centers and AI infrastructure. That is 66% more than the same quarter last year. Investors got scared. Where is all this money going? When will it come back? The third reason, OpenAI concentration risk. 45% of Microsoft's commercial backlog, $281 billion out of $625 billion, is from one single client, OpenAI. If OpenAI struggles, Microsoft has a very serious problem. Now, let me explain why spending $37.5 billion per quarter is actually good news, not bad news. Think about it this way. Imagine you are building the world's largest shopping mall. Construction costs billions. You are not earning anything while you build. Investors get nervous. Where is the money going? But once the mall opens, every single store pays you rent, every month, forever.
And how long does it take to build a data center?
18 to 36 months. That is the key. Microsoft is spending money today, and the revenue from these investments will start flowing in 2026 and 2027. By 2028 and 2029, these data centers will be generating enormous returns. Now let me tell you specifically what they are building and who will use it. First, physical infrastructure. Microsoft is building data centers on every continent, over 60 regions worldwide. When any company wants to run AI, they need Microsoft's servers. Second, the Maya 200 chip. Microsoft built its own AI processor to reduce dependence on NVIDIA. Every AI query today costs Microsoft money on NVIDIA chips. When Maya 200 scales, the cost of each query drops dramatically. Margins expand. Third, geographic expansion. $17.5 billion invested in AI infrastructure in India alone. $5.4 billion in Canada. Microsoft is building the roads and the power grid for the entire AI economy. And who will use all of this? 60,000 corporate AI customers already on Azure. 70% of Fortune 500 companies already using Microsoft Copilot. and 450 million Microsoft 365 users, who currently pay $15 per month, many of whom will upgrade to the Copilot version at $45 per month, 3 times the revenue from the same customer. Now the most interesting part of the Microsoft story. In 2019, Microsoft invested $1 billion in a small AI startup called OpenAI, then $10 billion more in 2023, then $13 billion total. OpenAI became the most valuable AI company in the world, creators of ChatGPT. Microsoft got exclusive rights to host OpenAI on Azure. It seemed like the perfect partnership.
So what went wrong?
OpenAI grew so large that they now want independence. They signed a $300 billion deal with Oracle to get their own computing power outside of Azure. Microsoft officially listed OpenAI as a competitor in their annual SEC report. The same company they invested $13 billion in is now their competitor in search, in AI tools, in everything.
That sounds very bad for Microsoft.
It would be bad if Microsoft depended on OpenAI. But here is the genius of their strategy. Microsoft does not just host OpenAI, they host everyone. On Azure, you can run models from OpenAI, Meta, Anthropic, Mistral, xAI, every major AI company. It does not matter who wins the AI war, all of them need servers. Microsoft owns the servers. It is like owning the electricity company during a gold rush. It does not matter who finds gold. Everyone needs power. Now I want to tell you about something that almost nobody is talking about when discussing Microsoft, and I think it might be the most important thing they have done in the last 20 years. In February 2025, Microsoft announced Majorana 1, the world's first quantum chip built on an entirely new type of material that did not exist before.
What is a quantum computer?
A regular computer works with zeros and ones. Every calculation is either 0 or 1. A quantum computer works with something completely different. Qubits. A qubit can be 0 and 1 simultaneously. It can be millions of different states at the same time. This allows a quantum computer to solve problems that even all the computers on Earth today, working together, could not solve in a million years, in minutes.
That sounds impossible.
It sounds like magic, but it is physics, and Microsoft just proved it works. Their CEO, Satya Nadella, said, "We believe this breakthrough will allow us to create a truly meaningful quantum computer, not in decades, as some predicted, but in years." The Majorana 1 chip today has 8 qubits. Their goal is 1 million qubits on a single chip the size of your palm. Who will use this? Every industry that has unsolvable problems today. Pharmaceutical companies developing new medicines. Quantum computers will test millions of molecular combinations simultaneously. Climate scientists modeling complex weather systems. Financial institutions running risk calculations that are impossible today, and Microsoft will provide all of this through Azure Quantum, the same cloud platform that is already generating billions in revenue. Let me give you the most important investing lesson from the Microsoft story. In the California gold rush of 1849, most people who went looking for gold lost everything, but the people who sold shovels, picks, and jeans to the miners became very rich. Levi Strauss built a denim empire selling pants to gold miners. He did not care who found gold. Everybody needed pants.
And Microsoft is selling shovels.
Microsoft is selling something even better. They are selling electricity. Every single AI model, whether it is made by OpenAI, Meta, Anthropic, or anyone else, needs to run on servers, needs to consume electricity, needs to store data. Azure is the infrastructure, and when you own the infrastructure, you win regardless of who builds the best AI model. Microsoft Copilot is already embedded in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, and Outlook. 450 million people use these tools every day for work, adding AI to tools people already use and already pay for. That is not a new product. That is an upgrade to an existing subscription, and those are the easiest upgrades to sell in the history of business. Now let me show you the most important chart I have for this episode. Every major correction in Microsoft's history recovered. Every single one without exception. The 2008 financial crisis took Microsoft down 59%. It took until 2013 to recover, but it recovered. The COVID crash took it down 28%. It recovered in months. The 2022 inflation sell-off took it down 37%. It recovered by June 2023.
And right now it is down 31%?
Right now it is down 31% from its all-time high. within the historical normal range of Microsoft corrections. And here are the 3 specific things that will drive recovery. First, the data centers that are being built right now will come online in 2026 and 2027. When they do, revenue accelerates and free cash flow returns. Second, Copilot adoption is still in very early stages. Today, 15 million users pay for Copilot. The target market is 450 million. When penetration grows from 3% to even 20%, that is an enormous revenue jump. Third, the Maya 200 chip will reduce the cost of each AI query dramatically. Margins expand. Investors reward expanding margins. And here is what the professional money thinks. 53 analysts cover Microsoft stock. 53 of them rated buy or strong buy. Their average price target is $596, 60% above the current price of $372. That is not a small disagreement between the market and professionals. That is a massive gap. Gaps like this close. The question is only when. All right, you have seen everything. The business model, why the stock fell, what they are spending money on, OpenAI, quantum computing, the AI war, the history of recoveries. Now it is your turn. What do you think?
I think Microsoft is not going anywhere. Everybody uses their products. They are building the infrastructure for the entire future of technology. And the stock is 31% cheaper than it was 6 months ago. That sounds like a discount to me. I think I want to buy 1 share of Microsoft.
Then let's do it. 1 share of Microsoft, your second investment after NVIDIA. And now you own a piece of the cloud, a piece of Office, a piece of Copilot, a piece of LinkedIn, a piece of Xbox, and a tiny piece of the future of quantum computing.
How long do we hold it?
We invested for 40 years, not 40 days. We will check back on this decision when the new data centers come online, when Copilot penetration grows, when quantum computing moves from 8 qubits to 1 million. We are patient investors, and patient investors in quality companies historically always win.